Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, RICANS, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim, Wagwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub lesson. John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So now, actually, you know what? In addition to that, let me also get this before I start. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So basically today we're going to be talking about this perpetual hatred that I don't want to Esau Edom has towards Israel. All right, that does exist, and that's in this scripture you see right here, Ezekiel 35 verse 5. But there's also another perpetual hatred that the wicked have for the righteous. All right. We also get this, Slakia. Second Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? All right. So Slakia about that. I really need to get all these things so you can understand that. No getting along, like that saying, can't we all just get along? All right. And the reality of it is, no, we cannot all just get along. And this is kind of damn near scientifically proven, it's like not even scientifically, but spiritual scientifically proven, because there's also, in addition to that, in just normal basic Babylonian science and whatnot, they actually did a study, and I think there were some, I forgot which animals it was, but there are some animals that work well together and they help each other out. I think it was some type of bird with a type of cat family, like lion or something like that. I think it was a lion, and they worked well together. Which I think is kind of supported in the movie The Lion King. I'm pretty sure most people have seen that. If you're in the truth, I'm pretty sure most of us have seen it. I find it hard. Anyway, like, there are certain animals that work well together, and there are also certain animals that just cannot stand each other, and will, as well as I've heard it in a geographic video, they said that if this animal sees another one of this species of animal, it basically on sight that they have to fight, they have to kill each other. And that's the thing. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because there are certain people that have that natural hatred towards people. I do want to say men of the Lord, yes, but there's also, it's not just men of the Lord, it's also Israelite men in general. There's the best way for me to explain it would be like, there's some certain Israelite men, be them in the truth and sometimes not in this truth, they exude some sort of aura about them of masculinity. All right. And this is also one of the reasons why Esau hates us so much. Okay, which I believe is actually pretty ironic as well as funny, that Esau can even detect that, because Hebrews chapter 12 verse 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right, so Esau being the profane fornicator that he is. All right. Well, basically, the key word profane is basically meaning secular. Let's actually just get that. Oh wow, this is actually a really good thing. A really good thing. I've never seen this before in my life. Anyway, profane, relating or devoted to that which is not sacred or biblical, secular rather than religious. So anything that's not sacred or biblical, all right? This is the adjective, the meaning of the word profane. And this is how Esau operates. And as a result, Esau will hate. And as a result, you would think that Esau wouldn't be able to detect any kind of aura that Israel has. But yet, there's just some times when Esau just, not necessarily just for any, just because of how a Jake looks, or just because Jake looks like a Jake, or Jake is Jake, all right? Slocky, but yeah, you ever so you get it. Basically, it's the fact that, Jake or Israel in this instance, okay, just has that commanding stance about him, like that he looks. Let me actually get a picture. Pause, I guess. I don't know. All right, so yes, this is probably one example of it, where he's not like trying to intimidate, all right? It's just that he's doing something, and then this type of, I guess, masculinity, if that is the proper term to use, intimidates what's the word, Edom, as other, either be it Jakes or even anyone in general. Okay, so as a result of that, people see this type of stuff, and then they try to emasculate, test, or try to bitch Jake or Israel, all right, at any chance they can get. And the reason why I'm making this lesson is because I have basically been a victim of this type of stuff a lot. And the crazy thing about it is that I heard other people, or not other people, I heard a Jake that was not in this truth thing, where he was getting tested, all right? He made a YouTube video on it. He was getting tested by other people. He was people were attempting to bitch him, but he, as an Israelite, or as a Jake, as a so-called black man, all right, he I guess kind of like negated or bested any type of opportunity that they had to bitch him or try to emasculate him. And that is the thing that we try. Oh my God, that's the thing that we always have to combat. All right. As a result of that, there are people that are also going into my example, Slakia. For me, I'm not like the. Oh my God, give me 1 second. Bear with me, Slakia. All right, Slakia. Now, for me personally, I'm not like this. I'm not built like this, and it genuinely makes no sense for most people to want to pull up to me or try to attack me or try to do whatever. All right, and that is the funny thing. That's the funny thing. You can look like an average Jake that's not fucking muscular. All right. I think this is kind of like, you can look like him, you can look like whoever, non-muscular Jake, and people still have an issue with you. People are still intimidated by you. They still think some type of way about you. I guess it's really, yeah, this is probably like the most non-threatening so-called black man, and people still have a problem with so-called black man, and people still have a problem with them. And the thing is, for me, I don't make any attempts to put myself out there, but yet people have a problem with me. And what happened with me is there are times when I was younger, primarily in school, and I would keep to myself. I would mind my own business. I would attempt to minimize the amount of times that I talk, but a lot of times there would be people that would insert me into certain situations, trying to see, oh, how are you gonna react? Oh, how is he gonna react? How is he gonna do this? How can he get out of this, that, and the third? And I'm over here, being young, a lot younger, being like a teenager or younger and whatnot. It happened all throughout. All right, because like I really did not like it, and not having necessarily the experience on knowing how to deal with it. All right, like, or not necessarily experience, but not being willing to want to confront. Because the thing is, back then I thought that if you showed that you are strong and whatnot, I thought that people would then want to, so I would feign weakness. I would always try to downplay myself and say, no, I'm not that good. I'm not this, then third. I'm good. I'm this, then third. All right. And then, but yet people would still think, okay, yeah, let me go do this. Let me go bother this person. And then lo and behold, now that I know that you're supposed to make it, you're supposed to, kind of demand and command respect so that people will leave you alone. And it's not a matter of, and it's not the other way around. All right. Cause I just basically got it. I basically got it wrong. And that's the sad part about it. That's just the sad part about it. I just didn't know. I didn't, practice properly. All right. But, now that we know, or it's like now that I know, I'm putting that into play, Yahawadah, or I will put it to play should the need come. In addition to that, though, there are also times more recently where, like, I'm playing video games in a most like calm way possible, and like no one is like, there's no, I'm literally I'm just playing the game. I'm winning. All right, because I'm not saying I'm like, oh, super freaking good, like professional, like top 1% or anything like that. I'm not, but I am relatively good, relatively better than average in terms of any video game that I choose to put time in. So as a result, I would say that I'm better than average, but at the same time, people take that and, no, second, people don't take that, but people are looking down on me and thinking that I'm an easy lick, all right, and like they should not be losing to me. When how is that the case when literally everybody that plays me, and even while they're playing me, they see the skill that I have. They see how much effort I put in. They know how much effort I put in prior. They know that I am very diligent, and I put myself in the most disadvantaged. I sometimes put myself in the most disadvantageous situations, and I still come out on top. And that's not even intention. Most of the time, it's not even intentional. It's just a product of me not wanting to conform to, okay, yeah, I want to use the best thing and have all the crutches that helps me, perform better. All right, and that's just me. Okay, like if someone wants to do that, then yeah, that's fine. And as a result, I've been trying to learn, how to get past all of that. And as a result of all that training, all that time spent in attempting to better myself, again, people are like, oh no, I don't respect Kawakub. He's freaking, he's this, he's that, he's the third. Like, what, where the fuck did this come from? Like, where does this come from? And that's always been the thing. Whenever I play people in video games, like, they always have a problem with me. Like, this is one of the things I'm good at, and I don't brag about it. I don't act like I'm super fucking good or anything like that. But yet people, they have a problem. They're acting as if I've been like shitting on them, disrespecting them, showing them my ass and whatnot. When that's not the case. I've just been playing normally and being a respectful human being. But then, and then, like, that's another thing. Like, when you have these people that are sore losers, they don't have a problem with other people, but they have a problem losing to you because it's you, because you have that aura about you, and because they feel their ego, their pride gets touched, gets hurt when someone like you, when someone like you that they just naturally have a affinity of hatred towards, bursts their bubble and shows Slakia and shows that you're better than them. All right. So let me go back to these. All right. So first off, John chapter 15 verse 19. If you were of the world, the world would love his own. Okay. So I promise you, I've seen the same people that got mad at me. All right. These same people that get mad at me for beating their fucking ass. All right. Whenever they lose to other people, whenever they lose to cheap tactics, okay? I don't use cheap tactics. I use raw fundamentals to win, all right? I don't need gimmicks. I can sometimes use gimmicks, all right? And I win my games fair and square, all right? And because of that, they're mad at me. They're like, "Oh, fuck you." Not necessarily fuck you, but they just, like, there's no sportsman like conduct that occurs. All right. And you know what? Speaking of which, let me tell you a quick story. All right. So first off, there was this one dude that happened, like, I think last month. All right. Yeah, last month. All right. We were playing this one game. All right. It was in a tournament. Round one, I think I won. I don't remember who won first, but one of the times I won. He didn't say GG. He didn't say good game. Another day when he won, then he said, "Oh, GG's." Like, what's this? Oh, so yeah, I won first. Then he didn't say GG's. Then after he won, then he said GG's. All right. So I'm like, what is this? Where was the GG's before? So there's no GG's when there's no good games when I win, because I'm the one that won. But when he wins, oh, that's to be expected. Then that's when it's good games. When you're playing like a fucking idiot, you're playing in that carry thing. And the thing was, he tried to cheese me. He tried to cheese me with these fucking cornball ass characters that are brain dead that carries players. All right. And this is the stuff that I hate. Like, the wicked are always, let me get this. The wicked are always, this is the worldly type of way to think, because Esau has made it okay to think that it's okay to be what's the word? It's okay to be underhanded. It's okay to be a demon, not a demon, but a devil. It's okay to be a devil. It's okay to be, it's good to want to be, a part of evil and darkness. That's the thing. All right. Let me get this. Let me go back to this. Okay. In 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14, hath light with darkness. Okay, we're supposed to be messengers of light. Okay, the thing is, we're supposed to be exuding righteousness. All right, we're supposed to be partaking in righteousness. We're not supposed to be partaking of, oh yeah, I want to be devil whatever something X, Y, and Z. All right, and this is I promise you, this is a very common thing that you can easily see. It, for me personally, when I see when I play video games and I see people's usernames, a lot of times, not a lot of times, Lakia, I will say sometimes I do see people that are more so willing to put their names in devil or evil or something that is like associated with some sort of either demonic thing or evil type affiliation. All right, and the thing is, like, there's barely any people that really go the route of like good Samaritan or good whatever. All right, so like this is the type of mindset that these people are. This genuinely goes to show just like the state of mind that the Babylonians are in. They truly do like evil. They truly are. Let me actually get this. John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. And when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Okay, so these are children of the wicked. These are the people that are taking part in, or slightly that want to take part and want to, own the modern evil proudly. They stamp that on their thing and say, look, this is my name, and this is what you got. This is what I want people to refer to me as. Devil Tom 666. Devil Tom 666. Okay, there are literally people with 666. Slakia. There are literally people with 666 in their fucking names. All right, the people are intentionally doing this. They are so gung ho with associating with evil. Like I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. All right. No, I probably couldn't. But well, I do know of one person who with the name with evil in their name, but like I can't think of one username off the top of my head. But like this is the type of world that we live in. Okay, this is the world that's promoted right now. Being wicked, being evil. Okay, evil is good, being bad is good, and good is bad in Babylon society. It's lucky, and it's also being that sore loser. Okay, being that not necessarily a sore loser. It's people aren't sore losers in general. They're only sore loser when they lose to an Israelite man that has that aura about him, that stance of I demand respect. Okay, who's not problematic. Which is why you see these cops. All right, when and the thing is, there are Jakes that get pulled over, and I've seen it too. Okay, there are Jakes that get pulled over, and they are pretty sometimes cooperative, but then the ones that are cooperative, all right, the ones that are cooperative, like these, you got these cops that are trying to find a way, find an excuse to be evil, find a reason to make the Jake go crazy, find a way to justify killing an Israelite man. All right, and these are the enemies. Okay, these are the Edomites. Okay, these are the Edomites that are the sons of the wicked, pushing out the will of their fathers, doing the lusts of their fathers. All right, of their father the devil. And then there's also the the 2/3 of Israel, all right, the 2/3 that partake in forwarding Israel's affliction. Okay, I just saw a cop video, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really am not trying to watch these cop videos of like regular citizens arrest, but YouTube just keeps on recommending them in my feed when I'm on YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, there was this one Jake officer that he said, oh yeah, I didn't get, they were trying to lock up an innocent Jake, okay. They said that he fit the description except for the beard. So already they shouldn't have been messing with that Jake. And then because that Jake said, oh, I don't wanna go with you, I don't want to do this, that, and the third, which I will admit that he should have just listened, because like there's no, like, we can't really do anything in captivity. And as a result, he got I think he got a year or two for resisting arrest or something like that, or maybe it was a day or two. I don't remember. But the thing is, he was kicking the police that were basically like kidnapping him. Honestly, that's what it looked like. They were kidnapping him, what happened was, when the victim came and said, "Oh no, that's not him," the Jake cop said, "Oh, he didn't hit me. The guy didn't hit me before." And then afterwards he said, "Oh, actually, yeah, he hit me. He kicked me in my thing and whatever." He changed up his story, and it was all caught on the body camera, which honestly, like, how it really just goes to show how audacious these police officers are to just do a bunch of evil, and then they apparently they know they're gonna get away with it, and like, hey, like you, the only thing that you can hope for is that the Lord, spares you from an interaction with these cops. All right, because like this is just wrong, honestly. Aside from that, though, moving on, it is because it is Israel, and that's lucky. That's another reason why we really can't live together with other nations. Okay, like this is why a place like Babylon, that is a diverse country, like it shouldn't be, and the reason why is because like people, again, like there are people that are just so vastly different, and there's also cultural differences, as well as just the hatred and the envy and jealousy that other people have towards that other people naturally have towards each other. All right, so when a good Israelite man is just trying to get by, okay, keyword get by, all right, get by in life and try to mind his business as best as he can, you always got these fucking Edomites primarily that have some shit to say, some shit to do, to try to test Israel. All right, and on top of that, you also got these 2/3 ass Jakes that also want to say something to a good Israelite man that's just minding his own business. All right, like, again, like you can look at someone like this, like who's well clean, well kept, and all this stuff like that. Okay, but like then afterwards, you're gonna get some random 2/3 ass nigga that wants to fight or something like that, like thinking like, oh yeah, where your hands at and stuff like that. Like there's literally no reason for that, and the only reason why he's doing that is because he's threatened by the what's the word, righteousness that we as good, proper Israelite men exude. All right, be it also not just so-called black men, but I think I was saying 2/3 Israelite, and Israelite, I wasn't saying black, so-called black men or Judite. So it could apply to so-called Hispanics and so-called Native Americans. I'm not well educated to know if that does happen. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I know for Judite primarily, yes, that we do get that. Okay, and even also there's Judah messing with Ephraim. There's Ephraim messing with Judah, and so on and so forth. Different tribes can be messing with other tribes because that's one of the curses. Let me get this. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So, hey, this is perfect. This is a perfect example of that. Okay, even even though, Slakia, we're not just going to be hated by Edomites. We're going to be hated by other Israelites. Slakia, we're going to be hated by other Israelites. 2/3 have a natural evil eye towards us. Okay, and when I say 2/3, I mean all the 12 tribes, not just within it's not in tribe fighting. It's not just in tribe fighting, but it's also in nation fighting, meaning all Israelites. So all 12 tribes want to target you because you are a right and proper Israelite man of the Lord or woman of the Lord, whatever. Okay, primarily men of the Lord. I've never really seen that, but maybe it does happen. Well, actually, it does happen. It definitely does happen, and I have seen it. I have seen it before. Okay, and that is and what I mean is I've seen Israelite men and Israelite women wanting having that evil eye towards other Israelite women. All right, I just remembered that I have experienced it before, and that is a sad reality that we live in, where these people, or not these people, but Israelites, 2/3 Israelites, 2/3 Jakes. Okay, I don't really fully understand. It's just like they are so insulted when you are proper, you have self-control, discipline, and whatnot. You're not acting foolishly. You're not being what is to be expected of a nigga, so to speak. Slaki, you all understand. Yahawadah. 1 John chapter 3 verse 13. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you. Okay, Slakia, let me forget that. Anyway, Romans chapter 8 verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahawah. Okay, and this is the thing. When it becomes a spiritual battle. It becomes a spiritual battle when these people notice that they just hate us. Okay, but they don't understand because they're carnal, they're fleshly. Okay, they don't see things through a spiritual perspective. They just see, I just naturally hate this person, so I'm just gonna go off of this demon that got on me, and satisfy that need. Let me find any reason, let me find any excuse to try to clown this person that I don't even know, that I barely have any interactions with. All right, like this type. Again, this is the type of shit that pisses me off, because I am someone that likes to keep to themselves. I don't even like talking to other people. Okay, most people that know me, they know that I don't like talking. They know that I don't like talking to other people. Just having a conversation is already like mentally draining for me. So then for people to want to like fight me, like start a fight with me or cause some sort of commotion or something just because I talk. It's just like it's like, why? Like there's literally no reason for that. Like you're only doing it because you're an idiot. Like that's literally the conclusion that I've come to. That if you want to fight someone, you're actually an idiot just for no reason. Like there's literally no reason for you to want to, pick a fight with me. Like I didn't do anything to you. I don't go out my way to even bother people. All right. And yet it's also, in addition to that, it's also like, oh, they lost to me in a video game. Like, oh my God, like that's just that's unacceptable. That's insulting to me. Like how when I work my ass off, I put in time to actually be better. Any type of competition, not just video games, but in competition in general, if to be the fastest, you have to put in work. I attempt to exercise. I try to exercise. I try to do this. I try to do that. I try to get my mind right. And then it's still like an insult when I did the exercise. I did all the work. I did all the homework. I study. I do whatever it takes to get to the level that I'm at in all fields, in all aspects of my life. And yet now it's an insult that you lost to someone that put in work for it. How? And honestly, ignorant, whatever. Anyway, yeah, again, as I said before, a spiritual battle. The children of the wicked, okay, the sons of the wicked, just hating the sons of the sons of YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem YAHWASHI. All right. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Next one. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But Yahweh hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And that's the thing. The Lord chose the lowly people. The Lord chose the people that are the college college dropouts, high school dropouts, the McDonald's workers, all right, in order to confound the wise of the world. Okay, a lot of now I'm not saying that if you are a college graduate or anything like that, that you disqualify from being a man of the Lord. Far from it. I'm just saying that a lot of it's basically. Let me actually get that precept. Mark chapter 2, verse 17, when Yahawashi heard it, he saith unto them that they that are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are weak. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Okay, so the Lord didn't come for these people that are all high and mighty and think they're hot shit and whatnot. The Lord came for the lowly. The Lord came for those people that needed a change in their lives. All right, and I heard many different stories. Okay, one story that I actually remember as of right now is it was a brother that wanted to get into get into Hollywood, but then as time went on, and the Lord caught him basically before you got into Hollyweird. All right, the Lord made him realize the ace and see the truth behind Hollyweird, and quit that path. All right. But at the same time, it doesn't change the fact that he still made wicked ass wicked music that he acknowledges was wicked. He repents from it. All right. He acknowledges and repents from it. Okay. And the thing is, the Lord well, actually, for example, vocab Malone, perfect example actually. How a lot of not even just GMS, but also want to say, because this was also during my earlier years in this truth, which I think it was like what 2-3 years, I don't even remember how long, 2-3 years ago, when I would watch a lot of Sakari. Sakari would always freaking spiritually manhandle. Like he literally didn't have any. He was always evasive and wanted to deflect and change the subject. And always, one thing I always remember hearing him say was, "Oh, it's a dead issue," like trying to like evade the points that the members of Sakari would bring up. All right, but even then, you know, it's like even now with I don't know how many years it's been, he's still like, I don't know what, some degree in Bible studies or something like that. I don't fucking know. And then, you know, he's still getting confounded. He's still like obsessed with the Israelites. All right, he's still obsessed with the truth. Find his way to disprove, you know, the truth. But you can't disprove. You can disprove a lie, but you can't you can disprove a lie, but you can't disprove the truth. All right, a lie, but you can't disprove the truth. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHI, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHI, the honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.